Talker, Flora and Son review, guys. Get right to the action. What's going on, Alamo City Movie Talk fans? As always, I'm your host, Ryan D, aka Ryan680.
I'm Angela Backhadian.
And this is Alamo City Movie Talk, guys. If you have not already, be sure to like and subscribe to us on our Alamo City Movie Talk page. Angela, what are we talking about today?
So this one's an interesting one. I know we've seen work from him in the past, but this is John Carney's newest film, Flora and Son, and that's what we're reviewing today.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, guys, Flora and Son tells of a single mom who's at war with her son, Max, trying to find a hobby for Max. She rescues a guitar from a dumpster and finds that one person's trash can be a family's salvation. Now, without further ado and everything, long story short, I did not watch any trailers to this. I did not. I don't know if you did or anything. I did not see any trailer to this. I really, in reality, I just saw the poster and was like, hey, this is available for Apple TV screeners, which thank you, Apple TV, for letting us watch this film early. Thank you, guys. But right out of the get-go, they were like the creators of a very, very good film. And I do recommend this, guys. If you have not seen Begin Again, which is a really great cast in there. Keira Knightley's in there as a lead role with supporting. Mark Ruffalo's in there. And Haley Steinfeld's another supporting role, a really good role here. And it's such a good, heartwarming film, Begin Again. So that was directed and written by John Carney. And get this, guys. Get this, ladies and gentlemen. This is one of those things to where he's done it again. I mean, he's done it to where music really inspires people. It's just music is such a universal language. I know, Angela, you always talk about food being a universal language, and it is.
I think there's a lot of things that are very similar. Like, I think food is for me what I believe is a connection, but also music. Music also connects us as humanity across cultures. So I appreciate that.
Yeah.
There are some familiar faces in this cast.
Yeah.
I know the lead. I haven't personally seen her in other things, but I do recognize my boy JGL, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, and I was so excited to see him. I know it's been a while since we've seen him. Mm-hmm. Really in an acting role. I know he has his music stuff on the side. He's been doing it for such a long time, and he's so good at it. Yeah. So I was super excited to not only see him act, but also perform in this movie. So I was super
surprised.
Excited.
I was very surprised that he was performing the way it came about. And, I got to say, man, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, he will always be, the very first film I saw him in. And it's not his very first film, by the way. It's not. Was 10 Things I Hate About You.
Love it.
And 50. He's been in so many different roles that I really just come to enjoy him. There's this one of my favorite films that he actually directed, and I know we saw it in theaters. Was Don John with Scarlett Johansson in a supporting role, and that movie was so good. He wrote it and directed it. I thought it was really good. I know, Angela, you were kind of like, it was a little on the fence.
It's a little touchy subject.
Yeah, definitely.
Not everyone's cup of tea if you know what it's about.
Yeah, but it's definitely an eye opener. But going back into this film, I was just like, holy smokes, he's in here. He looks good. He plays more. That's the thing too. For me, when it comes down, this movie is so relatable to myself. Maybe it is to yourself as well as a musician and everything. It's so relatable. It's so great. Joseph Gordon-Levitt. You mentioned it already. He has his own company.
Hit
Record. That's a really good, solid title. I love that as a company name. I love that. And this kid came from Third Rock and the Sun.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot. So that's his real.
I've never seen it personally.
You've never seen it? Oh my God. No. Okay. That's a little hidden treasure, guys. If you haven't seen it, it's very cheap. If you like that cheesy 90s feel, cheesy, in early 2000s, 90s, I do recommend that, by the way. But anyways, going back to this, I was very, very, I knew he could sing, right? I've seen a lot of his stuff, but I thought this was really good. The way they did this camera, John Carney did a really good job here. He really focused a lot on the music, more so, even on the platform of the dang age, or the age that we are in right now. The fact that Zoom, Skype, during COVID, a lot of music, a lot of animation, VFX, a lot of movie productions were done via Zoom. A lot of music was done via, Zoom. A lot of when it comes down production and everything. And I really enjoyed the fact that, hey, we're in these times now. We're in these times where you can make a song in different parts of the world, at different parts of the globe. And I thought that was really good. That was really neat. I enjoyed this. I was a sucker for this. I'm a sucker for his movies. I'm a sucker for the inspiring story of music from someone that's, whether they were, just heartache, or whether in this case, in not the middle class, and so it's very breathtaking. I'll say, I gotta say, there was so many good, heartwarming moments in here that I really did enjoy. I loved Max. I loved both of them. I really did.
I loved the mom, the main one, Eve. Yeah, she was hilarious. Yeah. Like, she, as abrasive as her character is, you can't help but root for her and love her and and you want things to work out for her in the end, because she's, like you say, essentially like a single mom, and she's very young. She had her son when she was very young. So again, it's kind of like she has these kind of unfulfilled dreams, and picking up this guitar and learning about it and learning it and connecting, making new connections has kind of helped her in a sense. Especially bring her family together a little bit more, bring her closer to her son. So I appreciated where the story went and the writing and the direction of it. I think it was done very well, and I loved the cast. I loved her. She was so great. The son was so funny too. He's kind of a punk, but he was kind of funny.
Yeah, Flora, she has this courageous and bravery, even to jump on that stage. I mean, I gotta give her what credit's due. I gotta give her credit because of the fact that she went up. That's brave. It's courageous, and it's so good, and it's so great because, like you said it already, you want those good moments to happen for this character, and I feel that way with even more so with this. And it's just there was a lot of special moments between George Gordon-Levitt and her that I really thought were so passionate, and you could just tell. I kind of felt that in so many different ways because of me being a passionate drummer and everything. Because I am very passionate about music, that's whatever you're passionate about when it comes to music. There's so many moments in here that I felt like there's a Soul moment from the Pixar film Soul, where you just get lost in transitioning or lost in those transitions when it comes down to chorus to bridge and from verse to chorus. That really, really exceeded very, very well here. And I gotta say, there's so many. There's definitely moments that time does stand still, and I love that because music does that. It's very influential. Same thing with movies. I feel like with this, there's so many great experiencing in films. And I'm glad to experiencing this. Granted, I wish I would have seen this at a movie theater because I don't mind watching them at home. I don't. But the fact is that in my personal opinion, my point of opinion, guys, is that if I enjoyed a movie I just wanted to watch this and hear this in a movie theater, I'm all like, oh crap, like this sucks because I liked it. I really did enjoy it. I thought it was good, but the fact is that I didn't get to experience it in a movie theater, which I would have wanted to get that full atmosphere. I know you don't care, but I'm more
like, well, for me, it's more like I did grow up with music a little bit, not necessarily instruments, but I was in choir for a good part of my life, and I love music. I saw my sheet music. I read it. But I don't have that same connection like you do. It's not a passion for me. Yeah. I would say like food is more like cooking and creating. Well, because like there you go. The way you describe it
you're a better baker than I am. So
not just baking, but it's just like that creativeness, like that euphoria you feel from like being creative and having that outlet. That's how I feel about certain things. So I think it's like a lot of people are gonna feel a connection to this because I think music is one of the things that connects us as humans, and it transcends language and culture and everything. So I think it's gonna hit home with a lot of people, and I feel like you say, it's gonna be very relatable to a lot of y'all out there. And I hope that you'll enjoy this. And I know it's not very actiony, it's not very like quote unquote exciting, not a lot of things, like not a drama, but it is. At the end of the day, it has a very good message, and I think we could all take away something from that.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. What Apple TV does, and we're watching the morning show. Well, maybe we'll do a reaction to the morning show when the new episode comes out and everything. We're still in talks of that, but the morning show is coming out right now. The new season just came out. They haven't announced if it's the final season. I hope so, because there's just a certain expectation we go in with any Apple TV / films, and I gotta say, quality over quantity, Netflix. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say, Netflix. Quality over quantity. That's all I'm saying. But I've really enjoyed almost, I would probably say 95% of the stuff that Apple TV has put out. That we've seen. Now
there's a lot that we haven't seen. To be fair,
like there's few other animation stuff I haven't really liked. But that's just because I don't like the way it's drawn, so I just like, But again, we go back to where 95% of it's. Other stuff, the real, all the other stuff, I really do enjoy. But going back to this as a film and everything, I gotta say, we do recommend this, guys. Do recommend this to check this out. If you are a huge fan of his, John Carnell, he's really good. He's a really good writer, director. I thought this was a really good film, and I love it. Not only that, ladies and gentlemen, does this fine gentleman, he also does great stuff in his own hometown, man. That's awesome.
That's really cool. He
filmed this in hometown,
in Dublin.
Dublin, there you go.
Yeah. So he's from Dublin, and obviously it's said the characters have like they're Irish. Loved it, right?
Yeah.
And then to find out that he's actually from there, it's really cool that he brings that back. Where he grew up, essentially. I know we were talking off camera about that. That's really cool. I really like that. So I gotta say that's one of the things I appreciate more about this film. And I really can't wait to see what else he comes out with next.
I'm excited to see what else. I mean, of course, he's always and will be known to Begin Again as along with, ladies and gentlemen, because like Begin Again was a really good Hollywood cast, right? It really was. It essentially was. I mean, even had Adam Devine in there. It was a Hollywood cast, a very trending cast. It's crazy because in this film, we saw how much music has changed, right?
Yes.
Get this. Eve she's born in 91. There you go.
Wow.
Yeah. So we're 92 babies. So yeah, she's a little bit older than us. But yeah, there you go. But he will always be known. John Carnell will always be known in the film, written and directed film called Sing Street, and he actually did that as well in Dublin.
Dublin.
Oh, Dublin. I'm sorry. Dublin, Ireland.
Dublin,
Ireland. Oh my God. Okay, yeah. Dublin, Ireland. I don't know why I said that. But all right, guys. We do recommend this film. Was this fun? We deserve to say yes, definitely. I did enjoy so many magical moments in here that have really exceeded my expectations because of the fact that I didn't watch a trailer for it. I did read the synopsis, if that counts, guys. But I mean, hey.
I did not. I didn't know what I was going into. But I saw it was Apple, and I was on board for it because, like you say, quality over quantity. Apple's been hitting it out of the park with a lot of these shows and movies they put out. They really put a lot of thought into what they produce. Mm-hmm. And I gotta say, I'm here for it. So anything Apple, I have high expectations, and I think y'all should too. Yep,
definitely, guys. All right, rating 1 out of 10. Tell me the highest, Angela. What do you give this rating?
7.5.
All right.
Because again, it was such a great film. Yeah. I know we were talking on camera. I don't like it as much as Begin Again. Yeah. But it is up there. It's like right there.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing too. Yeah, I'm gonna agree with you there. I'll give it a 7.5 as well. It's not as good as Begin Again, but you gotta remember this was it's not the same story, right? It's not, but the message is the same in a way, but coming from a lower class, less than the middle class, lower class.
Yeah, like lower middle class.
That's very inspiring in its own right. That really, that's really good. I mean, there's a lot of music moments in here that just are kind of different. It is. It's very, very, very different. I think it tries to do something that's happening now. So I get it.
Very modern.
Very modern.
Which
mixed together, and I get it. It makes sense.
Music nowadays is a little interesting.
Yeah.
A little bit interesting, especially with the youth.
definitely interesting. But call us old folks, if you will. But definitely. All right, guys, we do recommend this film. Give it a solid 7.5, ladies and gentlemen. We do recommend this film on the Alamo City Movie Talk Studios. Questions for you guys: what did you think of this film? Did you like Flora and Son? Did you enjoy it? You kind of like, guys, you guys are crazy. What are y'all talking about? But put in comments down below, and do not forget to like and subscribe to us on our Alamo City Movie Talk page. And thank you for making us a part of your day. As always, I'm your host, Ryan D.
I'm Angela.
And this is Alamo City Movie Talk. Have a good one, guys. Stay safe, San Antonio. Peace. Check y'all later. Stay safe.